all. Welcome to Wisdom Learning Academy. Here we share knowledge and our best practices and hope this would really help you to ease your doubts on the today's topic. Today's topic is about how to update correct qualifying code in your Neet 2020 and 21 application. It is really very important to understand and select the codes accordingly so that your application is correctly updated and your code selection also justifies what you have written in the application. In the recent days, you would have gone through the NTA news bulletin, and in the bulletin, it is clearly mentioned that they have come up with two sections this year in the examination, that is Section A and Section B. And the reason for these new sections are, as you all aware, that in India, there are few boards who have reduced their class 12th syllabus this year due to pandemic. So NTA has decided, keeping this in mind, to introduce two sections, that is A and B, so that the students who have done preparation based on the reduced syllabus are not getting affected by any way in the NEET examination this year. And apart from this, I could not find any other clarity by NTA on the sections. So in case if there are any more further clarifications, if they provide us, then probably we would share you in the next coming up videos. And as per my understanding, in this year examination, most of the questions would be from the 70% of the syllabus, and there would be a minimal questions from the reduced 30% syllabus. This is just keeping in mind that this year 12 students who have done their NEET preparation based on the actual 70% of the school syllabus is not getting impacted because of the 30% reduced syllabus. And but it does not mean that the NEET syllabus is reduced. So students, please keep that in mind. It does not mean that your overall NEET syllabus is reduced. Please understand this. The syllabus is not reduced. It's only that your 30% of the reduced portion this year, there will be a minimal questions asked. Okay, so please ensure that you have the clarity on this, and you do your preparation based on this. Okay. What we recommend and what we suggest is that you clearly go through your 11th and 12th NCERT books thoroughly and do your preparation based on the complete syllabus and not based on the reduced syllabus. And other important thing is that when you apply for your NEET application or when you're applying for your NEET application, please ensure that you fill up the right qualifying code. It's very, very important, because in the past we have seen that most of the students, they select wrong code. Again, they end up in canceling the application, again redoing the application. There are a lot of redos which is happening across. So it is very important for the students to understand the code and then select appropriately in the application form. Okay, so let's move ahead now, and let's see how to update this qualifying codes, or how to select these qualifying codes in the application form. Okay, so let's start now. Okay, let's start up with the qualifying codes, and there are seven codes given by NTA, and let me give you a little more clarity and brief you on exactly what does each and every code means. Okay, so to start up with code 1. Code 1 is for 12th students who are appearing or who are passed out. So we can say that the students who have done, who have completed the 12th last year and who have appeared in the 12th exam this year, they are eligible. and maybe even if they are from any board like CBSE or state board or ISC or open board, etc. Okay, so if you're waiting for your result, or if you're passed out in the last year, you have to choose a code 01. So please keep this in mind. Okay. Okay, let's move on to code 02, and this code is for complete droppers. So by complete droppers, we mean the 12th students who have passed out and who are doing their preparation on Neet, maybe from any coaching institutions or even by a self-study. Even those students who are doing their college, maybe even a first year, second year, or third year, and those students who are doing their BA or a BCom or a BBA, and because these streams are actually commerce streams, so it doesn't fall into a non-medical stream. So these type of students should opt for code 02. Okay, so please ensure that there is a difference between code 01 and a code 02. So select the code accordingly, and ensure that you choose code 2 only if you are a passed out 12th student and you are a complete dropper now. Okay, and the code 03 is for some states where they have a what is a pre-university course or pre-degree course. So pre-university course or a pre-degree course, it means that the syllabus pattern, they call the syllabus pattern has PUC or PDC. And for example, in Karnataka, they follow this, and those students who fall under this board, PUC or PDC, have to opt for code 03. Maybe even in some other states, they might be following this codes actually, instead of like CBSE or ISC. So they might follow a PUC and a PDC. So those students have to opt for code 03. Okay. So code 04 is for completely pre-professional students or pre-medical students, the students who are doing their BMS, BHMS, or pharma or nursing. And so those students who are doing medical, they have to opt for this. The reason behind, in foreign countries, it is mandatory that if you are going for MBBS, you have to do your pre-professional course, and you have to get certified, and then you have to move ahead for MBBS. So in case if any student who is doing your BMS, BHMS, or pharma or nursing, you have to opt for code 04. So please have this clarity in mind. Okay. And next is code 05, and this code is about the candidates who are doing a BSc first year or second year. When we say a BSc is like if they have taken up a course like honors, or a stream like a zoology or a botany, or even the students who have opted for a plain BSc like physics, chemistry, or biology. And if they are in first and second year in the college, then they are eligible to pick up a code 05. So please ensure, again, there is a difference between a code 4 and a code 5. Okay, so code 5 is purely for a BSc students who are in first and second year, and who have opted for honors, zoology, botany, or a plain BSc. Okay, let's move ahead to code 06, and this code is for BSc passed outs, or if they are in a last semester, because anyway before the counseling comes in, the NEET counseling, I mean, for 2020 and 21, I think the BSc last sem students will get their results, and they would know where they stand for the counseling. Okay, so if you are in BSc If you're passed out, or even if you're in last semester, please ensure that you pick up a code 06. Okay. And code 07 is for the foreign candidates, or for the foreign students who have done their 11th and 12th in foreign, and they're opting for their further studies in India, and they want to take up the examination over here. For those students, a foreign student, or NRIs, or overseas, whatever it is, those students have to opt for code 07. So it's very important that these code clarity you get before you fill up your application form. And please ensure that you get the clarity and then you pick up the code as per your current situation or current standing on your studies. Okay. See, this is about codes actually. And apart from this, there is a very important thing that you have to keep up in mind before you really get into filling up your application. That is, the students who have done 11th and 12th, they should have opted subjects like physics, chemistry, biology, or somewhere they say biotech or biotechnology, plus English as their main subjects. Okay, so it is mandatory that the students who have been in 11th and 12th should have had these four subjects, and only then you are eligible to apply for Neet. Okay, so please ensure that you have this in mind. Okay. And other important thing is that about the percentage requirement for your Neet application. Okay, so if you fall in a general category, your PCB minimal requirement is 50%, and that is if you fall in a general category. Okay, combined physics, chemistry, and biology should be minimum 50% and above. Okay. And if you fall into a reserve category, then your combined PCB, that is physics, chemistry, and biology, should be 50% minimum and above. Okay, so it's very important that you understand this and you fill up your application accordingly, and you ensure that you picked up a right code, and you completely fill your application duly with all complete information. Okay. So hoping that this video would have helped you really in terms of understanding the clarity on few questions that people were asking us about section A and section B, and even the few questions on the code clarity in terms of how should you opt for this when you fill up your application form. So students, in case still if you have any questions on the said topics, you can really comment us so that we can provide you a little more information. And please do well in the coming up Neet examination. Prepare well, and all the very best.